2024 season has become the biggest challenge of Luca Marini's career. After a competitive run with the VR46 team in 2023, he made the bold decision to join Honda's factory team, replacing Marc Marquez. This move didn't come without risks. Honda was in its worst state at the time, failing to secure a single podium finish throughout the season, a scenario unseen since the NR 500 era in the early 1980s. Joining Honda meant Marini had to completely shift his racing approach. From a rider chasing podiums, he now carried a more complex mission, helping to develop the RC213V to return it to competitiveness. Honda has been trying to transform its outdated machine into a more modern version like the Ducati Desmosedici, currently considered the best bike on the MotoGP grid. From the start, Marini realized this wouldn't be an easy task. He faced numerous technical challenges that had hindered Honda in recent years. However, he remained optimistic and believed that joining Honda was the right step. For him, being part of this long-term project was an opportunity to build something significant, even if it would take more time to achieve real results. Marini's approach differed from some other Honda riders. Throughout the 2023 season, he completed 35 of 39 races, while Joan Mir only finished 23 of the 38 he entered. This consistency showed Marini's focus on collecting data rather than pushing beyond limits and crashing. For him, finishing races was crucial as it provided more information for engineers to improve the bike's performance. Unlike the previous season, Honda is now showing signs of recovery. If last year the RC213V was considered the worst bike on the grid, today Honda has managed to secure second place in the constructors' standings. Although it's difficult to measure exactly how much Marini has contributed to this progress, his dedication to the bike's development cannot be overlooked. As a factory rider, Marini has felt a significant difference compared to when he was with a satellite team. His duties now extend beyond race results to include deep technical development. He enjoys this process because, for him, riding a MotoGP bike without the pressure of lap times is an extraordinary experience. However, in today's MotoGP world, even test sessions have become competitive, as lap times still capture media and fan attention. One of the things he admires most about MotoGP bikes is the gearbox. After training on production bikes like the Ducati Panigale V4R during the winter, he remains amazed by the smoothness and efficiency of a MotoGP gearbox. Additionally, the braking power and torque offer an incredible sensation, especially during the first laps of preseason testing. Within the Honda team, Johann Zarco is currently the fastest rider. Marini acknowledges Zarco's unique riding style, where he sacrifices corner entry speed to achieve better acceleration on exit. In contrast, Marini tends to brake hard and carry high corner speed, a style less effective on Honda's current machine that still struggles during corner entry. As a result, he has had to adapt and adjust his riding style. One of the biggest changes impacting MotoGP in 2024 is Michelin's new rear tire. According to Marini, this change altered everything, except for Ducati, which seemed unaffected. He believes Ducati's bike design is so good that the added grip from the new tire only further enhanced its performance. However, he also admits that Ducati's success is not just due to tires, but also their exceptional development methods. Marini also explained how complex braking techniques are in MotoGP. Entering corners requires a balance between front and rear brakes, engine braking, and overall bike setup. He described how he tackles Turn 1 at the Sepang circuit. Braking preparation. Understanding the bike's setup before braking is crucial. If the bike suffers from Stoppi's rear wheel lift, he uses a slight lean angle while braking. Initial braking. He prefers applying light pressure on the front brake lever before increasing it to avoid sudden weight transfer. Engine braking management. If engine braking is good, he delays rear brake use until the rear wheel is straight. If not, he uses both front and rear brakes from the beginning. Releasing the brake. As he enters the corner, he gradually releases the front brake while managing the rear brake to maintain stability. According to him, the biggest challenge in today's MotoGP is keeping the front tire's temperature and pressure in the ideal range. If the pressure is too high, grip is lost. If too low, riders risk penalties. Thus, pre-race procedures are critical to ensure everything is correctly set. Marini also discussed how to handle slipstream in MotoGP. When riding behind another bike, the low air pressure can reduce braking effectiveness. The solution is to keep about a 1 meter distance from the bike ahead to avoid being pulled into the slipstream. In terms of crashes, Marini is one of the riders who rarely falls. Last season, he crashed only 4 times, far less than Pedro Acosta, 28, and Marc Marquez, 24. He believes his height gives him an advantage in distributing body weight during races, enabling more stable bike control. Marini also mentioned the 2027 technical regulations, where ride height devices will be banned. He feels this change may have some effect, but won't dramatically alter MotoGP. He welcomes the regulation because he prefers racing where rider skill and talent determine results more than technology. Despite the immense challenges, Marini remains confident in Honda's project. He believes that with hard work and continuous development, Honda will return to the top. He wants to be part of that journey, not just as a rider, but also as someone helping to shape the team's future. Through his dedication and analytical approach, Marini aims to be an integral part of Honda's revival in MotoGP,